Hello everybody, my name is Lawrence Tickle. I'm the owner and founder of Tickle Law Office in Lewisburg, North Carolina. Tickle Law Office PLLC, founded in 2013. I hung my shingle out here as soon as I graduated from law school and passed the bar. Been here 7 years. I married my college sweetheart, Caitlin Tickle, and she became a lawyer. She is a partner here. She and I currently have 3 girls, and we have 1 on the way. We practice in Lewisburg. We do family law, court-appointed stuff such as child support, DSS cases. I do mainly family law and criminal law, and Caitlin does family law as well. I do the criminal law stuff, and I do the civil litigation and criminal litigation. I try to stay out of a lot of the complicated stuff that's for big city lawyers like taxes and bankruptcy. I don't do any of that. We don't do that here, but we will help you do a deed, or we can do your custody case or your child support case, or your felonies and your misdemeanors. So this would be episode 1 of the channel that we're starting. I wanted to start off by introducing myself and the firm to you, and then tell you a little bit about myself, as I've already done. The next thing I want to do is tell you that we offer consults for $150 for family law matters and civil matters. If you have a simple divorce or you are looking at some criminal charges, we do those consults for free. And we do consults by phone, over the phone. We can do video, FaceTime, Zoom, WebEx. We can do those as well, but typically we do them by phone or in person through social distancing and COVID-19. So with that being said, I want to just come on here, introduce myself, and give you 5 don'ts of child custody. This applies mainly if you were to have just broken up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or you're breaking up, you're getting separated from your wife or your husband, and it's time to kind of figure out, what are we going to do with the kids, what's going to be the schedule. There are 5 don'ts that I'm going to push out for you today quickly so that you can take this and move on. This is not construed as a attorney-client relationship. It is legal advice in the state of North Carolina only, and it should only be used as a reference, as a guide. It should not be used in your particular circumstance, because every circumstance is different. With that being said, let's get down to it. The first don't of child custody: don't agree to an arrangement with your significant or former significant other that is unfair to you and the kids. For instance, if you live within 5 miles of the home and your work schedule allows it, there's no reason why you should not have anything less than 50-50. Just because you're the parent of your children, other parent of your children says you get every other weekend, or this is how it's going to be, that's not how it has to be. That's without a court order. Without a court order, it does not have to be that way. You can work and push for 50-50 if you can do it. But if you were to become apathetic and not fight, and after about 6 months or so, there becomes a new status quo where your kids have become accustomed to a new way of living, a new schedule, and if the kids are doing well in school, they're going to their doctor's appointments, and there's nothing to indicate that your kids aren't being abused or neglected, it's going to be hard to overcome that status quo later. So at the outset, you need to argue hard and have a strong and firm line for what the schedule needs to be. We'll get back around to that in a little bit with the status quo and what you need to do with the 5th don't. Don't number 2, don't fight for a schedule for the kids that you just can't do. And you know what you can do because of your work schedule or because of what it is that you have to do on a day-to-day basis from the time you get up to the time you go to bed. Don't fight for a schedule that you can't do because it's not going to be good for the kids. So this ties right into the 3rd don't. Don't fight for child custody just to reduce your child support. Because again, that's not good for the kids, especially if you can't do it. And the judge is going to see right through you. Especially if it's later down the road and you're trying to modify. There's been no change in anything except for your child support is going up or whatever. The judge is going to see right through it, and you're just going to be spinning your wheels and wasting your time, and if you've got a lawyer, wasting your money. That brings me to my next point. Don't number 4. Do not call the police because you have a dispute with the other parent of your child or children, unless there is an actual emergency. That's just going to tie up the communications. It's going to tie up 911. It's going to tie up the police. They're going to show up and they're going to tell you, without an order, there's nothing we can do. Take it up with the court system. And if your kids are present, it's not good for your kids to see mom and dad fighting with the police and the lights. It's just not good. Don't do it. That's don't number 4. Don't number 5 is don't wait. If you cannot come to an agreement with other parent of your kids, and you they're fighting and they get aggressive and they yell and they scream, they cause a scene, and you don't want to cause trauma on your kids, don't wait. File a lawsuit for custody, hire a lawyer, do it yourself. Just don't wait. Place that stake in the ground by filing a lawsuit, talking to a lawyer, getting something started so that status quo that I talked about under rule number 1 or don't number 1 doesn't get set. It's hard to overcome once it gets set. Judges are hard pressed to overturn the status quo, especially after a long time has gone by. But if you file a lawsuit and you start the process early on, that will go a long way to saying you didn't wait. Because if it takes a long time after the lawsuit gets set, that's a different story because you've already started fighting. They usually can't and won't hold it against you if the court system takes a long time for your case to get heard. So if you can't come to an agreement that is good for your kids, and good for yourself, and that the other parent will agree to, file a lawsuit. So go talk to a lawyer. If you're around me, make an appointment to speak with me. Talk to somebody. Talk to legal aid. If you can't afford a lawyer, there are lawyers out there that do free consults. Or if you need to pay a consult fee, mine's only $150. For another $150, I will draft the paperwork for you and give you an explanation of what you need to do and see if you can do it your own. You have to go to mediation in North Carolina. It's mandatory for all child custody actions that you go to mediation, and it's free, and it's all done online right now. At least in my district, in Franklin County, the 9th Judicial District, it's all done online through WebEx, through Zoom, so you don't have to come to court at all. And it's possible that the mediator here in our district can help you and the other parent of your children to come to an agreement that's not only good for you, but most importantly, is best for your kids. So with that being said, my phone number is 919-496-1201. If you want to email us, it's Lawrence@TickleLawOffice.com, LAWRENCE@TickleLawOffice.com. You can call us. Our website is www.TickleLawOffice.com. And if you need something, if you want to set up a meeting or a consult, give us a call, shoot us an email, and you guys have a great day.